when it's still to say goodbye. Chad left his body after we FaceTime. We said to be okay, first to a sex to pain away. I agree, different. Bought a couple of mansions, check for practice, 500 in jewelry, chain was matching, never had it in public, late reaction, 50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive, so what, paralyzed the county good and controlled us, I bought a Rolex watch, I only wore once, I bought Infinity pools I never smoked in, I watched King by 4 cars in 4 months, you know the family dynamics are repeat, the insecurities locked down on PC, I bought a 223, nobody please treat, you won't do me, I smell TNT, they ain't got a Porsche, so I got me a Porsche, paid that before, and I ain't wanted a Porsche, it's probably was the case. But the money wiping the tears away, I agree different. I agree different. Come on.
All over Stuck in my memory, they want your love. They make my love. Started to break when they used to be right to six people to I'm good. They looking the same, they count my lips, they right in my chain. Championship ranges from it. Big breaking nigga to look at the key.
Always yelling names, SDCs. I go off my mind and my instinct. Shooting at the same time, we was insane. On the same thing, trying to repeat. We was in the whips, right back on the enemies. I'm throwing my last hit, I was in the middle seat. Don't get out the sun, real quick, got a quick release. Then we in the car real fast, police. Shots fired back, but it's in the street. When I bought a 40 show, bring me in Tiffany. If they call me, they can't give me. A lot of warfare, 17, had 50 beats. Like Stone, so you know they want killer G words. In the hood with some Billy Key words. Rock that, show them what it really means. I can't sleep cause it's a war zone in my head. My killer's good, they know I'm hands on with the bread. $1 billion ahead, I'm still angry, seeing red. How the f*** I'm supposed to have fun, all my dead. I'm trying to lose on, that's no death in the air. I'll prove you wrong, I made it out of here. I won't be alone, I see my past everywhere. I'm trying to
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful GCU Soccer Stadium here at Grand Canyon University for tonight's exciting women's lacrosse action. Tonight is senior night, and tonight's matchup features the Sun Devils of Arizona State University Canyon University Antelops. Ladies and gentlemen, because it is one of the final home games of our season, it is a very special night for count of nine members of our GCU women's lacrosse team. We'd like to now pay tribute to those special players. We have a mix of seniors graduating in a month and seniors graduating in the fall. We are going to start with number 4 from Aurora, Minnesota, escorted by her mother, Claire Geneva Barrett. Geneva will graduate next month with a degree in biology and an emphasis in pre-medicine and a minor in psychology. After graduation, Geneva will stay in school to complete her master's in public administration with an emphasis in hospital management before attending medical school to become an orthopedic or trauma surgeon. Claire Geneva's favorite memory is beating San Diego State in the playoffs last year, placing 3rd and then going to nationals for the first time in the history of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, Geneva Barrett. Next up, hailing from Murrieta, California, escorted by her mother, Krista, her father, Aaron, her sister, Michaela, her brother-in-law, Gage, and her niece, Josie, number 17, Brooklyn Bonafide. Brooklyn will graduate in December with a degree in sports entertainment marketing. After graduation, Brooklyn plans on working in professional sports, where she'll continue her job as an on-field broadcaster broadcasting and media team member. Favorite memories? Upsetting the Aztecs in the playoffs last year and then jumping into the pool. Brooklyn is forever grateful for the friendships and memories the last decade of lacrosse have given her. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Bonafide. Moving next to the pride of Huntington Beach, California, escorted by her father Mark, her mother Linda, and her brother Evan, Riley Seagull. Riley will graduate about a month from now from Grand Canyon University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Hospitality Management. After graduation, Riley plans to return to California and pursue her dream of becoming a flight attendant. Riley's favorite memory is going all out for the team's annual Halloween and Olympic-themed practices, helping make program history by reaching nationals in Wichita, Kansas last year and forming lifelong friendships that will stay with her far beyond the field. Riley wants to give a heartfelt shout out to her coaches, teammates, and family for their endless love and support throughout her lacrosse journey. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley Seagull. Next up, moving to the proud state of Michigan, hailing from Hudsonville and escorted by her siblings Ian, Maddie, and Sienna, Shay Lee Smith. The midfielder will graduate next month with a degree in biology with an emphasis in pre-pharmacy. After graduation, Shaylee plans on staying in school and attending Ferris State University to pursue her doctorate in pharmacy. Favorite memory of Shaylee? Beating SDSU at home last year and then spending the week in Kansas for nationals with some of her best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, they call her Shay Lee Smith. Next up, from Windsor, Colorado, escorted by her mother Shelley and her father Jared, Breland Caffey. The Hooks midfielder will graduate this coming December from GCU with a bachelor's in advertising and graphic design. After she graduates, Breland will return to her home state of Colorado to pursue a career in advertising and graphic design. Favorite memory from Breland? Very simple, making it to nationals. Ladies and gentlemen, Breland Caffey. Next up, the attacker from Bonnie Lake, Washington, escorted by her mother Heidi, her father Eric, and her boyfriend Joshua, number 7, Paige DeVries. Paige will graduate at the end of the fall semester with a degree in digital design with an emphasis in web design and a minor in marketing. After graduation, Paige will move back to Washington State to continue her job search for UX and UI design. Paige's favorite memory? Upsetting the Aztecs on their home turf during the playoffs and then jumping in the pool with the entire team afterwards, as well as making program history by going to nationals in Wichita. Paige wants to give a shout out to her coaches, to athletic trainer Jill, her teammates, and her family who have supported her for so many years. Paige is so grateful for the lifelong friends she's made here at GCU. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige DeVries. Next up, the pride of San Diego, California, and escorted by her mother Nat, her father Roger, and her boyfriend Jacob, number 14, Alyssa Arenas. Alyssa will graduate in December with a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. And after graduation, Alyssa's going to move back home to Southern California and pursue her nursing career. Alyssa's favorite memory? Spending time on the beaches during California away trips, going all out on Halloween costumes every year, and of course, last year's unforgettable trip to Kansas. Alyssa wants to thank her parents who have been her biggest supporters. She's beyond grateful for their endless love and encouragement throughout her lacrosse journey. Ladies and gentlemen, Alyssa Arenas. Next up, the bride of Senior College Prep right here in Phoenix. Hometown hero escorted by her parents, Matt and Crystal, sister Ella, and brother Noah, and fiance Joseph, Haley Seaman. Haley will graduate in December from GCU with a Bachelor of Science in Marketing and Advertising with a minor in graphic design. And after she graduates in December, Haley will stay right here in the Grand Canyon State to pursue a job in digital marketing and design, and will also be getting married in the fall. Haley's favorite memory? Celebrating with her team, jumping into the pool after her playoff wins last year, and going to the Nationals for the first time. Haley wants to thank her family, her friends, coaches, and teammates that have supported her in the sport she loves. And also to thank God for the opportunities He has blessed her with. Ladies and gentlemen, number one, Haley Seaman. And last but certainly not least, one of the anchors of the Lopes defensive line, hailing from Spokane, Washington, escorted by her mother, father, and brother, number 8, Elizabeth Sears. Elizabeth will join her fellow teammates in fall graduation in December with a degree in business management. And after that, she is going straight to law school. Elizabeth's favorite memory is making new friends and having the new experiences that were part of her journey for GCU Women's Lacrosse. The bride of Spokane, number 8, Elizabeth Sears. Ladies and gentlemen, time to put your hands together one last time and honor our hard-working, dedicated Lopes Seniors. We thank you for your wondrous contributions in the growth of the program.
Propaganda about the blow, out the candle, got 'em, out that land, I'm with 'em. Hot Atlanta, she up. Hot Atlanta, we get it. That's the same in his city. My that's better than we did it. And ever since the pandemic, they don't want to drink out of Canada. I've been screaming free Jersey. I know they trust my vision, but don't want me to see prison. Say that man, they no promises, either leave or come visit. But leave the keys to your heart next to your soul and your spirit. Some see graffiti as art, some perceive to be women. But I'm the greediest shark amongst the ocean of killers. I put you 6 feet, I'm being socially distant. Need a boss on the hip. My bitches, pleasure, they talking really goes nothing, so just come and see about it.
Hey yo, I am the star in any room that I stand in. I am the standout, you just my stand-in. These bitches copy my homework, that's what they hand in. That's why I'm private like the airports I land in. Life is a beach house, don't let the sand in. I ball in any arena, go let the fans in. I should go cop a New Jersey, that's worth the Camden. These bitches time TikTok, the rest stick to dancing. I D&G the wallet, my money's full of wallet. Big ass backyards just to pop a big of frolic. One margarita pizza with Parmesan and garlic. These bitches thirsty, I can see why they alcoholics. Ain't gotta ever talk about it when you want about it. Just bought a new car, not to drive it, but to walk around it. Just call me Nicky, copy, Quickie, the menage is solid. Brand new vanilla, my society, I've been hypnotizing. He call me solid, even though I'm tripping on the diet. Big booty sticking out, my Daisy Dukes to cause a riot. These bitches still my sons, who could ever deny it? My past is different, who could ever supply it? No one could be my eye, that shit offends me. It's corporate giants and machines that want against me. I watched these men, they couldn't even rinse me. She said she hot, I said, well, come and convince me. Ain't no seeing green, but I'm seeing green. Even with the 4 seats, they couldn't see the team. The K-I-N-G, the GOAT, plus me, the queen. I send shots in the back, or you can see.
You know, one of the perils of making money is you can afford to be dramatic. Y'all some drama queens for real. It's all good though. You're now tuned into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. Seen more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. Known her 8 years and still like a new husband. Trying to run the country like Putin one day, but who's rushing? Who's bluffing? For real, who you hugging? Who you wanna be loving? I play 48 minutes on a torn meniscus. Who's subbing? El Chico Luxury. Wanna see my ball so bad I started up a league. For me, you can't trouble me from the double tree. Step your sweets up. I get Oliver to set the beats up. 2021, I had to wet the streets up. Your girl was better in the morning like a slice of pizza. That's when I had to hit her with the nice to meet you. You just think you're doing damage, you just hyping me up. Face who? I can see all of y'all and run straight through. Trust is all fun and games until I wanna play too. Adios mio, the ice is free on the Jesus. It's bringing me closer to God. I'm already close to the mob. I'm already known as the GOAT. You can try and get close, but you won't. I already packed the garage. None of these is a Dodge. None of it the facade. None of it the mirage. Thought I was seeing things when I was seeing green. 6 GOD, CMB. Yes, sir. Running everything like a marathon. Running beats in the shade. Get it, bring it back from the shade. Take it down to the floor. Bring it back down. Who's big? Big shot of that. Bring it back, 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 bring it back. Shake it, 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 shake it. She can make
again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GCU Soccer Stadium and tonight's matchup between the Arizona State Sun Devils and your GCU Lobes. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visitors, the ASU Sun Devils. First on the attack, number 7, Brianna Gardner. Number 20, Claire Mertzleft. Number 32, Lesha Karaba. And number 77, Sienna Duffel. In midfield, number 2, Caroline Kelly. Number 3, Kelsey Pinta. And number 33, Taryn Gleish. On defense, number 10, Lexi Robinson. Number 19, Emily Lott. Number 27, Marley Valentine. And number 56, Lauren Stokes. And in goal this evening for the Sun Devils, number 5, Savannah Sanis. The head coach for the Sun Devils is Jason Siddell. Assistant coaches are Aaron Langley and JoJo Harrison. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the starting lineup for your Lobes. First on the attack, number 1, Haley Seaman. Number 7, Paige DeVries. Number 24, Layla Cates. And number 25, Emma Adams. In midfield, number 11, Riley Seagull. Number 13, Shaylee Smith. And number 20, Braylon Caffey. On defense, number 4, Geneva Barrett. Number 8, Elizabeth Sears. Number 14, Alyssa Farina. And number 17, Brooklyn Bonafide. And in goal tonight for your Lobes, number 35, Kristen Milky. With assistant coach Ashley Swearingen, the head coach of your Lobes is Tracy Ramirez. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you now to please rise if you are able, and gentlemen, please remove your hats or caps. We begin this evening with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we are so blessed to have your presence in this stadium tonight, bringing these two great rivals together and bringing out the sportsmanship and talent of all of our players. We thank you for the grace, we thank you for the veil of protection that you put over everyone, and we thank you for the wisdom that you will instill tonight in our coaches and our officials. We thank you for our opponents, and we wish them safe passage back to their homes tonight. It's to you that we give all the glory, and it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain standing and join us as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem. officials for tonight's contest. Our lead official is Lorraine Pizzi, and she is joined by Walter Moore and Scott Peckage. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Lacrosse Women's Collegiate Lacrosse Associates, the Western Women's Lacrosse League, and Grand Canyon University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We encourage you to cheer for your favorite team during tonight's matchup, and we request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Negative comments, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for the removal from the facility. GCU thanks you for your support and cooperation. Enjoy Senior Night!
And welcome lacrosse fans to this presentation of the Western Women's Lacrosse League, brought to you here on South Mountain Sports. This is Chris Ross on the call, and we've got the hometown rivalry matchup, GCU Lopes here for senior night, hosting Arizona State Sun Devils. Lopes coming in 2-2 on the conference, 8-3 overall. ASU meanwhile 2-1 on the conference, 6-3 overall. And of course, these teams very familiar with each other. ASU getting the best of these matchups in the last 4 games. ASU's gotten the win, but always a good matchup between these two, very physical. And GCU, of course, has been on the rise, making their first trip to nationals last year. You heard there in the senior night celebration, a lot of the seniors remembering that from last season. And here's one of the seniors, Breland Cappy, number 20 on the draw. She'll be going up against number 2 for ASU, Caroline Kelly. And first draw is underway, and a nice snag. Taryn Gleesh, I believe, getting that for ASU. She passes up to Kelsey Pinta, and some tic-tac-toe passing, and wow, what an opening for Arizona State. Coming out of the gate, and that's Sienna Duffel, number 77, with the finish.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 77, Sienna Duffel.
Definitely one of the questions coming into tonight's game is how these teams are going to perform. ASU hasn't played in over a month. It's been about 5 weeks. They actually hosted that Cactus Classic back on February 21st, 22nd. And with that, they were able to play 4 games over that weekend, but haven't actually played a game since. So this is their first time on the field. GCU, meanwhile, also only 1 game since that Cactus Classic tournament. Last Saturday, they were down in Tucson at U of A, and coming in off the shot, and Milky in the cage. Tristan Milky with a great save for GCU. But the rebound, oh, nice look, and Brianna Gardner had a shot. That one went off over the crossbar and backed up by the Lopes. So after a hot start for ASU, Lopes now with possession. They're transitioning back over. Missed pass in the midfield and battle for the GB. This one picked up by Paige DeVries. She passes to the midfield. Now Shea Smith working from the top of the fan. Smith decides to drive inside, takes a left-handed shot, bouncer. This one's going to go out the end line. DeVries passes back up. And here's Riley Siegel, another senior, looking for the spin dodge. Takes the shot from outside. And Layla Cates, the sophomore attacker from Burbank, able to back that one up. Caffey decides to feed this one back, and a nice slide and double team from ASU. DeVries looking for another one, and she's got it. GCU on the board. We'll be sure to talk about all 9 seniors tonight. 9 seniors celebrating senior night, graduating this year.
Goal scored by number 7, Paige DeVries.
Paige DeVries, one of those seniors, attacker from Bonnie Lake, Washington. That's her 21st goal on the season, one of the top scorers for GCU in a battle here. Still no control off the draw. ASU coming out of this one with it. And a nice stop on the fast break by defender Alyssa Perenez. Top defenders for GCU, leading the team in ground balls. Sun Devils working around the perimeter. Kelsey Pinta coming in. Nice pickup by GCU. And a great look and a shot and goal by Riley Wilson, number 12. Wilson notches her 10th on the season.
On the assist from number 3, Kelsey Pinta. Sun Devils goal scored by number 12, Riley Wilson.
Here's Breland Caffey, midfielder from Windsor, Colorado. Another one celebrating senior night tonight on the draw with Wilson. And Shea Smith coming in and picking up this draw control for the Lopes. DeVries working around, pressured out, looking for the feed to Smith. This ball down is going to be picked up by Cates. The Sun Devils keeping the pressure on. Cates looking for a shot from outside, and that's saved. Savannah Sanchez, number 5 goalie between the pipes for the Sun Devils tonight. Has 55 saves this season, 56 with that one. And she's good for over 70% save percentage on the season. Kelsey Pinta bringing it across and clears over for Sun Devils. It looks like we're going to get a holding call, I believe, on Shea Smith for the stick hold on Pinta. Pinta going to get set up on the first inside hash for the 8-meter shot. Milky in the cage. And Pinta with a nice overhand shot and goal. Puts ASU up 3-1.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 3, Kelsey Pinta.
They'll change here on the draw for the Lopes as they put Nikki Terry, number 15, at the center. Whistle, green card for physical contact here. That's going to send Breland Caffey off for a minute. Sun Devils will be player up. As the first 5 minutes are off the clock. A lot of fireworks so far in this one. Wilson able to spin around Terry. And pulls it to the outside of the right wing. Back up to Gardner. Looking for a feed in the middle, and they've got Gardner wide open, and she's able to slip this one past Milky. And timeout called by the Lopes.
Timeout, Lopes. On an assist from number 77, Sienna Duffel. Sun Devils goal scored by number 7, Brianna Gardner.
So we'll take this opportunity at the timeout, talk about some of the seniors here. Starting with number 1, senior right here from Phoenix, Arizona, went to Xavier College Prep, Haley Seaman. An attacker, number 4, Geneva Barrett, defender from Marano, Minnesota. We got number 7, Paige DeVries, attacker from Bonnie Lake. Number 8, Lizzie Sears, defender from Spokane, Washington. Number 11, Riley Siegel, senior from Huntington Beach, defender. Number 13, Shay Smith, midfielder from Hudsonville, Michigan, who leads this team in goals. Number 14, Alyssa Perez, defender from San Diego. Again, one of the top ground ball getters on the team. Number 17, Brooklyn Bonafede, defender from Murrieta, California. And number 20, Breland Caffey, midfielder from Windsor, Colorado. So congratulations to all of the players celebrating senior night tonight here at Grand Canyon University. Both teams back on the field. 9:29 on the clock. Still a lot of lacrosse to play. A good battle for the ground ball here. Caroline Kelly looking to get it, and with a nice stick extension she does. Feeds it up to Penta. A little too much heat on this pass as it sails towards the sideline. Gonna stay in play. Nice pick up there. Number 20, Claire Mertzliff, able to keep that in play. And now it's back in the stick of Duffel, looking for the quick stick, and what a beautiful execution there. As Duffel feeds it over Talesha Karaba, the attacker, gets her 16th goal on the season.
On the assist from number 77, Sienna Duffel. Sun Devils goal scored by number 32, Talesha Karaba.
High draw this time, snagged by Pinta. Sun Devils so far in this one showing some great ball control, moving very quickly. Mertzleth looking for the dodge, but loses the cradle, and this one picked up by the Lopes, number 9, Sienna Smith. She gets fouled here in the midfield. That's going to send Mertzleth off on a green card for a minute. Lopes now have the player up advantage.
Penalty call on the Sun Devils, number 20, Karen Mertzleth.
Now DeVries brings it over the restraining line. Looking inside, doesn't have any options, feeds it back to X. And off the crease roll. Great crease roll. Shot and goal for Layla Cates. Cates, attacker from Burbank. Her 24th goal for the season.
Let's go. Score by number 24, Layla Cates.
With that, they make it a 2-5 score here still early in the first. Quite the crowd here for the Lopes showing up for senior night. A lot of support for this team. And all the players on this team actually from out of state, except for one, Haley Seaman, the player I mentioned there, one of the seniors who's a Phoenix player from Xavier College Prep, but all of the other players for the Lopes team from outside of Arizona. A little feed inside to Caroline Kelly, and she took the shot. Milky able to get the read and make the stop. Ball out on the end zone, went out on the Lopes, so Duffel going to pull this one back in. Feeds this one over to Karaba. And here's Mertzleth back in off the green card. Those are releasable. She tries to fire one, but that one deflected, broken up in traffic, and another feed at Pinta looking for it. And solid defense by the Lopes as they're able to force the error there inside and get the ball back. There's Geneva Barrett getting involved in that one. And a whistle there as Brianna Gardner hits the deck. Feeds this one over to Gleish. Now Sun Devils slowing things down. Gleish has the pick by Pinta, comes inside, Milky able to get a stick on that one. It's a nice save by Milky, that one backed up by ASU. Pinta looking for the feed to Gardner, nice defensive knockdown. I believe that was Sam Klump, number 12. Able to get the knockdown and break up that attempt. We've got a whistle, looks like we're gonna get a yellow. I believe that's on Sienna Smith. So she'll head out for 2 minutes.
Yellow card called against the Lopes, number 9, Sienna Smith.
Now ASU with the player up for 2 minutes, and those yellow cards are releasable, of course. If ASU is able to score, that card will be released. Look inside, Kelly not able to pull it in. That ball's down, chance for the Lopes to regain possession. Kelly able to get her own ground ball off that one. Caraba now. Pulls away, a little draw and dump, if you will. Kelsey Penta gets left open at X. You see here, great opportunity here. The attacker pulling away the defender. Leaves Penta open for the crease roll. Kelsey Penta, top scorer for ASU, had 16 on the season coming in. That'll be 17 for her.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 3, Kelsey Penta.
This high draw looks like it's going to get picked up by Smith. Still fighting for it, and she finally gets it. Gets over on the attacking third for the Lopes. Going to pass this one off to DeReese. Smith coming in, looking for the shot. Has the high to low. As she's able to beat Savannah Sanchez on that go around, and pulls the Lopes back within 3.
Lopes goal scored by number 13, Shaylee Smith.
Wilson and Cappy on the draw. This one won by the Lopes. And after several draws had gone Sun Devils' direction, Lopes seemed to have made a few adjustments, and they're getting possession here. I think Haley Seaman thought the white line was the boundary line for a second, and she paused, but fortunately for her, it was not. Now Devin Story passes this one off to the right wing. Nice little spin dodge. So a whistle inside, and this is going to set up Cappy on the hanging hash for the 8-meter shot. Comes around, doesn't have it. Nice response by the Sun Devils defense, and Lopes forced to pull this one out and gets back over to Smith. A pop pass to DeVries, and again, Sun Devils defense on the inside working well so far. Playing on the red lines if there's any questions. Shane Smith comes around and gets number 2 on the night. Looked a lot like her first goal, in fact. That same angle as she's got that left hand high to low. good look for Smith.
Back-to-back goals for Lopes, number 13, Shaylee Smith.
Smith looking for that extension on the stick, but this one's going to get won by Taryn Gleish for ASU, and she races across the restraining line. Feeds up to Duffel. Wow, what a look from Duffel to Caraba. ASU has got this fast break and quick stick down pat. Lesha Caraba's second goal for her tonight.
From number 77, Sienna Duffel. Sun Devils goal scored by number 32, Lesha Caraba.
Another battle for the draw control. Wilson had it for a moment. Taryn Gleish able to come in. ASU has it up to Caroline Kelly. And some quick stick work again by ASU. And they've been so effective getting this draw control, just getting it down here and moving the ball before GCU defense can get settled.
Sun Devils goal scored by number 7, Brianna Gardner.
With that, that'll be a hat trick for Gardner tonight. Her 17th on the season. And after some collision here in the midfield, Breland Caffey gets this one over for the Lopes. After a couple hot possessions for ASU, they've got an opportunity to respond, and they do. Great shot and goal there, number 9, Sienna Smith. I think if the teams keep scoring at this pace, the final on this one might be 50-50.
On an assist from number 22, carrying it in. Let's go! Scored by number 9, Sienna Smith.
Both teams continuing to fight for the ball here off the draw. This one past the restraining line. Taryn Gleish shoots out of the pile and snags it off the bounce. Passes up. Looking for Caroline Kelly. But coming in, almost had the scoop there, was Riley Siegel. As Wilson gets called here. See if this is going to be a green or yellow. And that's going to be a yellow on Wilson.
Yellow card called on the Sun Devils, number 12.
So big opportunity for the Lopes to close the gap as they've got the player up advantage and they're in transition. Coming down the near side is DeVries. Little contact in the back. She's going to bring it behind goal line. Looking inside, but was trying to hit Bree Caffey. She was covered pretty tightly by Taryn Gleish on the feed, but Gleish gets called for the foul. So Breland Caffey going to get this first inside hash. Santa's in the cage defending for ASU. Critical free position shot here for the Lopes as they come in. That one sails wide right on the net, but backed up. Good positioning there by Gianna Peters to keep possession for the Lopes. Always critical for these players that are off ball. What are they doing? Are they moving and getting in position and making sure if that shot is taken, they keep possession? No shot clock here at the club level, but clock down to 35 seconds. So Lopes still got to move with some urgency here as we got a battle for the GB inside the 8. And Smith able to recover this one. But ASU defense locking it down. Smith had the look and a tipped pass. Out. And that was out on ASU, so that's going to be maintained possession and a good look inside, broken up. Caroline Kelly getting in there and getting the stick. And the clock hits 0. And what an effort from both of these teams in the first quarter. ASU up 8-5. And we'll have a 2-minute timeout. Thanks again for tuning in here to the South Mountain Sports. This is Chris Ross. And we do bring you these live streams to raise funds to provide scholarships for players with financial needs. So if you'd like to support us, you can head on over to southmountainsports.com, or you can click the link there on our YouTube channel page and make a tax-deductible donation to our 501c3 before tax day. We'd certainly appreciate that. And those funds, again, will go into our scholarship fund and get more players playing this great sport.
WWLL. Again, that's next Saturday at 12:30. Lopes and Trailblazers at Coulter Field on the East Campus. Lopes up.
With a fresh 15 minutes on the clock, we've got Caroline Kelly for ASU, Breland Caffey for the Lopes on the draw. Looks like we got a delay of game going against the Sun Devils here, so I think the draw is going to be awarded to the Lopes. And they are going to do the draw, so correction there. And Kathy able to pull away with this one. Coming in hot. She gets shut down. Sun Devils sliding in, looking for the feed. Back to Smith. Kathy able to get in there, get the GB. Looks like some stick contact. Now we've got a whistle from the official. They turn over. So the official may have seen something like a charge. Possession over to the Sun Devils. A great effort there by Riley Siegel. Getting the stick up, but ASU keeps the ball. Fires one. That one going wide left on the net. Sienna Duffel going to bring this one back in. And ASU back to work. And wide open was Kelsey Penta as she came in undefended. Takes the feed from Duffel. And that'll be Penta's second goal on the night. Now Penta on the draw against Breland Caffey. High draw. Wilson comes in, scoops this one up. Decides to take the shot from outside, and nice save by Milky. This rebound picked up by Brooklyn Bonafede. Feeds it up to DeVries. She's able to recover. And nice transition by the Lopes as they bring this one across. Chance to settle out the attack. Definitely some pressure on GCU attack here. This ASU attack has just been on fire tonight. And Layla Cates looked like she was in a little bit of pain after that shot. Might have taken a hit there, but possession here going to stay with the Lopes as they back up the play. DeVries brings this around. She's got the look inside to Cates. Cates on the second attempt, looks for the low shot, saved by Sanas. ASU now in transition. They're passing this one across, but this last pass doesn't connect. Lopes able to recover and take advantage. It's Haley Seaman has a tough ride from Taryn Gleish. Passes over to Smith, and this ball right on the boundary line there. So Smith may have stepped out, and possession given back to the Sun Devils. As they work with speed coming across. Now Duffel, who's been great at the assist all night, but this time has it knocked down, loses the ball, and we've got a whistle as Geneva Barrett, the senior, goes down. They'll slide Duffel out first inside hash. Duffel comes in, fires one. Milky. That's always such a tentative position for the goalie when they know they've made the save, but they don't know where the ball is. And a lot of goalies are trained to do just like you saw there. Experienced goalie going to carefully rotate around till they locate the ball, make sure they don't accidentally bat it into the cage themselves and get an own goal. It's a great play by Milky as she gets this one out. And Terry involved in the transition here, and now GCU bringing it across, but they do lose it, and this one's going to get recovered back by the Sun Devils. Bree Gardner has, I think, Sienna Smith guarding. Gardner splits the double team, loses the cradle there, right in front of the cage, and almost an opportunity for GCU, but Lesha Karaba able to pick it up. The Sun Devils get back in position and reset up the play. And Penta coming in, looking for that feed to Gardner, and she's got it. Nice assist from Penta to Gardner. And so far, what you'd expect from this ASU attack tonight with their top three scorers. You got Brianna Gardner with 4 goals, Kelsey Pinto with 2, and Lesha Karaba with 2 as they lead the count so far this evening. So it looked like that was an early entry stepping over the restraining line before there was possession by the Lopes. Possession given to the Sun Devils. Amelia Westlake working down the near sideline, losing it. This one's going to get picked up by the Lopes. But that ball checked out. I think there was a holding call on ASU. Now Lopes with a chance to answer back here as ASU's had a couple unanswered goals here in the second. DeVries coming in, swings one, and what a great shot by Paige DeVries, the senior. Nice sidearm low. The Bonnie Lake attacker gets her second goal.
On an assist from number 11, Riley Siegel. Second goal of the night for number 7, Paige DeVries.
High draw, nice grab by Caroline Kelly. Gets the stick extension and possession over for Sun Devils on this one. Gleesh brings it over. Has the look right in front of Cage. And they are going to count that. So on the second look, that was ASU 26, Samantha Curtis, attacker, getting, according to my stat sheet, her first goal of the season. Yeah, indeed, it was 26. It's hard to get the number there. I think she was trying to take the feet inside, didn't quite get the catch and cradle, but took a fortunate bounce for her. There was a whistle as that ball went into the cage, but if the whistle is against the defense and they consider it concurrent, then the officials will allow the goal. They don't do that in the high school level, but that is allowed at the college level. Hence the goal being allowed here as Caraba brings it in and she takes the hot shot and she's got the top shelf. With that, ASU pulls a 6-point lead and Caraba gets a hat trick.
ASU goal scored by number 32, Lesson Caraba.
With that, Breland Cappy back in the draw circle with Caroline Kelly. So missed draw. Draw didn't go above the players' heads. They're going to go with alternate possession and award this one over to the Lopes. DeFries coming in on the second attempt, still doesn't have the angle she likes, makes the smart call, passes this one away. Coming back to her, this time she tries to dodge around Kelly. Kelly looks injured. As that shot into the stick of Sanchez. So she'll get credit for the save. Caroline Kelly coming off field here after taking a bit of a blow there. Sanchez feeds this one out. Sun Devils looking to transition, but that one out of bounds on the near sideline. Shea Smith going to pull this one back in. Up to Cappy. See a slide there from Gleish. Able to force the pass, and Sun Devils able to capitalize. But a nice stick by Cappy to get possession back for the Lopes as both teams going back and forth here. So on the restart is going to be Paige DeVries. Inside to Seaman, trying to work around Penta. Riley Siegel able to help recover there for the Lopes, but this GB going back to the Sun Devils. Gleish with the skip pass. Now Penta at the top of the fan. Comes inside to Duffel, sets the screen. And a feed over the middle. This shot going to go out, backed up by ASU. Gleish on the restart. The dodge inside is Caraba, but she gets pressured out by Caffey. And another slide inside there is Penta looking for the roll dodge. She goes down. No foul on that, and this one going to be picked up by Haley Osman. Still fighting for it. That one out of bounds. Last touch off the stick of the Lopes. So possession given back to ASU. As Duffel looks to drive. Lopes pressure out. And this time another feed inside to Caraba, and she's able to get the overhand shot and goal. Now Nikki Terry back at the center, taking the draw against Caroline Kelly. An opportunity for the Lopes. Sienna Smith is able to scoop this one. But this pass doesn't connect, out of bounds. Tough break for the Lopes as ASU gets possession. Leash working around, has the triple team. And Sienna Duffel been so effective at these feeds from X, decides to take this one herself. On the roll dodge, she takes the shot. Balesha Caraba on the backup for the Sun Devils. Kelsey Penta, she is winding up. You could see it. She was about to fire a rocket. Nice response by Lopes to stop that, but on the attempt here from Bree Gardner, she's got the top shelf. As Gardner notches number 5 for the night. A timeout called by the Lopes. Said Coach Tracy Ramirez is going to pull her team aside and see what adjustments they can make to slow down the high power attack of the Sun Devils. Welcome back here to GCU Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona. On a gorgeous evening as the sun has set. Temperature out here on the field around 75 degrees. Perfect night for lacrosse. As we celebrate the Lopes senior night. 9 seniors celebrating their senior night here tonight. And if you tuned in late, you can feel free to rewind the broadcast and you'll be able to see the entire ceremony. It was captured on the live stream. Again, congratulations to the Lopes seniors. Nikki Terry with a nice GB here. And still a lot of fire and tenacity in this Lopes team. Sienna Smith sets things up at the top of the fan. Smith working the one-on-one. There she's going against Amelia Westlake. Solid defender for the Sun Devils. Gianna Peters now able to keep that one in play. Here's DeVries. And Taryn Gleesh been making things difficult for GCU all night. Some contact there. I think she was expecting a whistle from the official, and she does get it on the second attempt. It's Carrie McMahon. And she'll get the free position out on the hanging hash. Santa's in the cage defending for ASU. McMahon coming in, but has the ball knocked out as she looks to roll. Great second look there. What a great double effort save by Savannah Santos. Stops it twice. And now Gleesh up to Kelly and over to Mertzliff, who comes in on the fast break. Mertzliff takes the shot high over the crossbar. Bree Gardner able to back up that one. Not sure if she's going to be able to get this ball. But hey, you know, using some ingenuity there. She's got the stick and she's able to use it. Nice work by Mertzliff. Wow, what a save by Tristan Milkey. I take it back. Sorry, that's Samantha Oosterhouse now in the cage for the Lopes here in this second half. And good to see her getting some time, the freshman between the pipes. Has only played in a couple of games so far this season, but Oosterhouse coming in, making a great stop. And the passing from ASU is just so quick. And you can see the effort here from the Lopes as they come in on the double and triple team, but Oosterhouse had the first one, wasn't able to stop the second one as it sneaks in. So Caroline Kelly gets her own rebound on the second attempt, just bounces right through Oosterhouse's feet and into the cage. And that puts ASU up 16-6.
Goal scored by number 2, Caroline Kelly.
Sorry, score correction there. It's 15-6. That's why we're still on a stop clock. Nine seconds to go here in the first half. Terry with the draw win. Looking for the quick pass up. Was trying to get the shot off, but the clock here is going to hit 0. And that's going to do it for your first half. So Sun Devils currently up over the Lopes 15-6. Thanks again for tuning in here to South Mountain Sports. We appreciate it. We'll have a 10-minute halftime, and then we'll be back for the second half of GCU Senior Night here in Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks again for tuning in.
3-game weekend of exciting looks lacrosse here on the GCU.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Welcome back to GCU Stadium. It's senior night here in Phoenix, Arizona for your GCU Antelopes as they host the hometown rival Arizona State University Sun Devils. Sun Devils currently up 15-6. And off this draw, Layla Cates able to get the possession over for the Lopes as DeVries comes in, takes a shot, and Santa is able to make the low stop. But Nikki Terry on the rebound. Just a little too much heat on this pass, going to stay in play as DeVries chases this down. Now Lopes with the second win, looking to close the gap, and Derek Gleesh with the push. We might have a second foul here potentially after the first one. Let's see what the officials decide to do here. Seemed to be a bit of a late whistle there as Shea Smith took a hit, and now she's going to get the center hash. So that shot goes wide right of the net, backed up by DeVries. And the Lopes with the second attempt, but the ball knocked down, taken away. I believe that was Lauren Stokes on the defense, but here getting it back and a shot and a goal for GCU. So off the clear. Layla Cates making a great play as she's able to steal the ball on the clear, come in, getting the shot and goal.
Let's go with the second goal of the night for her, scored by number 24, Layla Cates.
It's a great effort by Cates, the sophomore attacker from Burbank. Gets her 25th goal on the season. The high draw. And able to get the battle this time is Caroline Kelly as she's able to get the high grab. Look inside to Gleesh. Off the assist from Duffel. Taryn Gleesh finds the back of the net. And that'll be Gleesh's first goal on the night. Breland Caffey coming back to the draw for the Lopes against Riley Wilson. Official seemed to lose his whistle for a second. But this draw win picked up by Kelsey Penta. And now Duffel comes inside and she gets the high to low shot. That'll be Duffel's second goal in the night, and that'll put us to 17-7, officially on a running clock now. And Chase Smith comes in, gets the draw win on the fast break, comes in. Oh, wow, what a save by Sanders. Great shot by Smith. Rebound picked up by the Lopes. Now DeVries brings it back. She might get set up on an ISO opportunity here against Wilson. As the Lopes attack, going to pull this ASU defense out of the middle. And Caffey coming around on the spin dodge. Santa's really on fire right now. Two back-to-back saves, and she clears this one out. Up to Karina Velez, local player here at ASU. Velez comes in, takes a hit, passes it, ball's down. Mertzla fights for this ball, and she's able to win the GB, passes back to Gardner. Brooklyn Bonifetti defending. Has a feed inside, little bit of a slip there. On the turf as Amelia Westlake goes down. She's going to get this second inside hash for the free position shot. And Samantha Oosterhouse, the freshman from Coopersville, Michigan, in the cage, defending for the Lopes. And comes inside. Westlake's able to sneak this in on the right side. That'll be Westlake's first goal on the night, 10th on the season. Another weapon for the Sun Devils, also very effective on the draw controls. As Sienna Smith is able to get a critical draw control for the Lopes. Comes inside, nice dodge left, and she takes that left-handed shot. Just nice little juke move here, coming around. Looked like she was going to go behind the cage, but decides to pull it in really quick at the last second. She's able to fake the ASU defense and gets her second goal in the night. Now Lopes getting some momentum back as Sienna Smith gets this draw win. Now Seaman bringing it behind the cage. And going to dump this one over to Cates. A nice look as Brooklyn Bonifede came into the middle, but not quite able to execute. Great idea by the Lopes there, and they're able to hold on to possession. Looked like a little push there. Emily Lott, number 19 by ASU. The officials let it go. Feeds it back to Sanchez and clears it out. Now this ball heading back the other direction, but just as quickly turned back around. Sienna Smith seems like she's everywhere right now and playing incredibly well here in the second half for the Lopes. There's Sam Klump at the top of the 12. Gives it over to Daly Tibbetts. As Lopes start to work it around the perimeter and set up a play. Coming inside, and wow, great execution there as Cates gets a hat trick. Just kind of tiptoes inside the defender here. Little finesse shot, not always about power, right? Great shot placement. She's able to pull it in. And with that shot, the Lopes have successfully stopped the running clock.
Let's go, scored by number 24, Layla Case.
So false start against Sun Devils. Possession given to the Lopes. This will be Daly Tibbetts, the sophomore from Riversdale. Or excuse me, Riverside. I'm looking for this shot. You can see GCU are fighting to get back into this one here on senior night as Seaman brings it around. Continuing to feel the physical pressure of the ASU defense. Here's Cates. Now DeVries on the crease roll. The roll dodge shoots one sidearm. This one's going to go left of the cage. Backed up by Cates. .5:30 on the clock here in the third. As Lopes continue to test this ASU defense, just looking for an opening. Sam Klump loses the ball for a second. That one picked back up by Carrie McMahon. As Lauren Stokes gets called for a push. And Cates fires a bullet, but this one's saved by Sanchez. Gardner in there for the check on the ground ball. Now Caroline Kelly in transition. As ASU passes back, struggles with the reception. And Seaman there, so GCU quick on the redefend and the ride, but ASU able to clear it over. Gleesh passes over to Mertzlift. Kelly coming in, had that feed inside. Looking for Caraba. Broken up in traffic, Penta on the GB, back to Gleesh. Gleesh comes in, had an opening, lost the cradle. And Oosterhouse has the ball fed into the goal circle, and she clears it up quickly. As Riley Siegel comes across and gets fouled by Caraba. So off the green card. Caraba heads out for a minute, going to have a 1 minute player up advantage, and a nice pass across the midfield as Sienna Smith comes over, loses her feet. And a great heads-up play by Emma Adams to get that GB. And GC coming in, looking for that bounce shot. It was Daly Tibbetts. GCU just a little disoriented there on that fast break, but they've got it and they're settled back in. Smith comes in. Gets the foul, but they're going to allow the goal again. Concurrent goal with the shot. And a great look by Shea Smith as she pulls GCU up to 10. That'll be a hat trick for Smith. You know, it's interesting, you got fresh red paint for most of this field, but the draw circle is just this faded white circle. You can barely make it out on the field. Imagine that's got to be a little difficult for the officials as well. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. I'm not sure that ball ever touched the ground, but a nice draw win picked up by GCU as she heads out of bounds. They're going to say she was pushed by ASU. So Daly Tibbetts getting back to work for the Lopes. Feeds over to Smith. Smith coming in. She gets pressured out by Gleesh. Smith with a nice dodge and off the right post. Looking for the rebound. Sienna Smith comes up with this one. Feeds back to Barrett. Is Carrie McMahon able to slow things back down? And penalty has been released, so back to full strength for ASU as Sienna Smith comes in from the top, and you see a pick set there. Common misconception there in the women's lacrosse game. Moving picks are allowed as long as you allow time and space. Just can't do a blind pick, but you can in fact do a moving pick. And this one's going to get picked up by Lexi Robinson. Passes it and working down the far side in transition is ASU, but they missed the pass, and this one looks like it's going to sail out the end line. Providing a break for GCU, this is Lizzie Sears. Another one of the seniors celebrating senior night here tonight. Now GCU in transition, working through the triple team. Looking for Kathy, and this ball's down. A little back and forth here as the clock comes down to under a minute to play in the third. Savannah Sanas now has it. He's a little effort there, but can't go in the goal circle, of course. And I think Emily Lett just wasn't sure that the ball was coming her way, but Kelsey Penta has it in her stick now as she comes across. And Krabba feeding inside to Sierra Duffel, and that connection strikes again. As Duffel gets a hat trick and puts ASU up 19-10 here late in the third.
Sun Devils goal for number 77, Sienna Duffel.
This draw picked up by Caraba. And the clock will hit 0. That'll wrap up 3 quarters here at GCU on senior night. ASU currently up 19-10. We'll take a 2-minute intermission and we'll come back for the final 15 minutes here at GCU Stadium. This is Chris Ross with South Mountain Sports. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be right back.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
And we're back for the final 15 minutes. They sent Riley Wilson off. Could be a delay game. Might have been something, mouth guard, safety, jewelry. Could be anything like that, but possession is given to the Lopes off this draw. Over to DeVries, had the feet inside, off the rebound. Nice shot by Emma Adams. Timeout called by ASU. Just 19 seconds here into this fourth. These teams each just one game left before heading into the WWLL Championships, which will be held in Santa Cruz, California at the University of California, Santa Cruz, April 12th and 13th. GCU will have another home game here against Utah Tech. So, of course, that won't be a conference game, won't really impact their standings going into the WWLL Championships. ASU, meanwhile, is going to be playing University of Arizona on April 5th. So April 4th will be that final game here at GCU Stadium for the Lopes. April 5th, ASU playing U of A. And that game will have consequences in the standings, as both of those teams are in the WWLL Division I South Conference. And Gleesh on the restart. You can definitely see the physicality in this game. Players on both sides definitely can show it. This Paul tipped on the pass, but there's a whistle. So it looks like Gleesh went down in the backfield, and she heads off. Hopefully everything's okay there. It looks to be okay. Heading out on, I think, an injury. Took a couple hits there in that play as she worked around the backside. So subbing in will be Caroline Kelly. And off the foul, there'll be a hanging hash, free position, restart. Definitely tough angle to shoot from, and you see Alyssa Perinas pressuring out on Kelsey Penta. They're able to run out that penalty and get back to full strength. Here's Duffel coming around the left side, has the angle. And a nice save by Tristan Milkey, who's back in the cage for this fourth quarter for the Lopes. Now Riley Siegel looking for an outlet, and she's got one. Up to Kathy, who's going to bring this over the restraining line. A nice cut inside, and she's got DeVries. I think that was a butt check is what they call that, and they check the bottom of the stick there. But in any event, possession staying here with the Lopes. Smith trying to work around Kelsey Penta at the top of the fan. Ball just staying inside the restraining line. DeVries coming back in. Feet inside. Broken up. Caroline Kelly with the great takeaway. And a nice pass up. Nice grab by Penta. And here's Mertzliff. Penta couldn't handle the pass. So Lopes get it back, and this is back in the stick of Milkey. She's going to clear it out. Big pass up by Kathy. Fighting here for the ground ball. That one's picked up. Emily Lutt. Santa's doing a little dance in the cage there. Not sure what that was about, but ASU back in transition. Here's Penta up the near side. And Caroline Kelly losing that cradle. A nice grab. I think that was Nikki Terry there with a nice pull in, but both teams seem to be struggling to hold possession here as the ball keeps going back and forth, back into the ASU stick. Now Mertzliff back to Gardner. Looking for the feed inside, but well defended by Breland Caffey. And Pitta slips and looks to pass back to Duffel. And this ball going to stay inside the near sideline. Inside look to Caraba. Shot broken up. Milky on the clear. Outside. And bringing it back in is Riley Siegel. She's getting pressured by Mertzliff, who gets called for the foul. And a nice look by GCU. Up to Smith. One to beat. Takes the shot, but called for the shooting space is Lauren Stokes. As Mertzliff rips one, this one going out the back. And some nice passing by the Sun Devils. This one saved by Milky, heading towards the sideline. Kelly's going to wait for that to go out and back it up. Some nice ball control by ASU. Just as I say that, Sienna Smith, who's been such a force for GCU tonight, gets the cause turnover, forces it out. And up to the near side. What a check by Ellie Knapp. Somehow Lope's able to keep possession. You see Smith calling a play there from the top of the 12. Dumps this one inside to Klump. Coming in is DeVries. She's got a shot. This one going out. Backed up by Carrie McMahon on the restart for the Lopes. DeVries, nice look to Cates. That shot just a little off the mark. But a great idea by the Lopes there. And this time trying the same thing with Smith. Off the stick from DeVries. But Carrie McMahon continuing to back up these shots, keeping possession for GCU as they set it up one more time. Smith working around. Gives it back to Cates. Cates fires one from far out, and this one saved by Savannah Sanchez, who's able to hit Caroline Kelly in stride. Kelly coming across. And she gets slowed down as she comes into the 12-meter. Duffel's been hot all night, and she's got it again. What another feed by Sienna Duffel. who's been so effective working from X all night, able to place these feeds. You almost have to give her more credit. And of course, a great shot there by Caroline Kelly.
On the assist from number 77, Sienna Duffel.
Sun Devils going to have to go back and check the stats on this one, but wouldn't be surprised if Duffel set a single game record for assists. As we get back to a running clock, 20-10, Sun Devils up. Just under 6 minutes to play. Another draw win by Sun Devils coming inside. Duffel feeds this one to Caraba. Nice one-on-one D by Riley Siegel. Duffel with another feed up the middle. This time Siegel able to get the GB, and she's coming in transition, switching right, switching left. And now looking for an outlet, trying to find safety. She's getting pressured back. And a great pass right on target upfield. As she hits Chase Smith. Smith losing the ball down. Picking up this GB is 28, Callie Novak. This ball goes out. As Seaman brings it across the restraining line. Smith drives in, gets the shot. Not able to get the angle. Lopes get another attempt as they set it up. This ball takes a fortunate bounce for Smith as it just stays on the inside sideline and in front of the restraining line. Smith coming in on the crease roll. And a little excitement there. I think that was what they call a mom goal. Kind of hit the outside of the net. Spin dodge, great save by Milky. Between the pipes, passes this one up, and this one picked off by Gleish, comes in. And Milky with a great save again. As Milky continues to bail out her defense on the back end, we've got Lopes back in transition as Riley Siegel brings it across. Looking for a quick feed inside the middle, broken up. Siegel gets her own ground ball. Now Breland Caffey has the one-on-one with Bree Gardner. Now Siegel coming around, working one-on-one against Mertzliff. Clock down to 2 minutes. And on the crease roll, ball is dislodged, another ground ball. Caroline Kelly chasing it down, but coming in and scooping it up is Nikki Terry. What a play by Terry at the end of this one. Siegel fires one from outside. Easy save for Sanchez. Karina Velez chasing down this ground ball. Velez brings it across, looking for the shot. Takes a shot from outside, high to low, saved by Milky. Continues to perform well late in this one. That one off the post. Took a bounce. Took a Lopes bounce off the left post. Great heads-up play by Milky as she was able to spot it quickly, looking for the deep clear. Picked back up by the Sun Devils. And now 1 minute to play. Sun Devils coming across, has the double team, can't penetrate. Breland Caffey goes down. Caroline Kelly on the pass. Has it broken up, and Devin Story continuing to fight, and she's going to get possession for the Lopes. And they're going to get one more shot at the end of this one. You got to love the tenacity of the Lopes as they continue to play hard. And a full 60 minutes of lacrosse here on senior night. Haley Seaman fires one from outside. But Savannah Santa is just going to hold on to this one as the clock hits 0. So your winner tonight will be ASU as they beat GCU 20-10. Well, thanks again for tuning in here to South Mountain Sports. This is Chris Ross. And congratulations once again to all of the GCU seniors celebrating senior night tonight. As ASU goes to 3-1 here in the conference, GCU falling to 2-3. And with that, that'll do it for us here on South Mountain Sports for tonight's broadcast. This is Chris Ross. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.
And it'll close out this brief two-game homestand a week from today across campus at Coulter Field on the East Campus as the Lopes will host Utah Tech University from St. George, Utah. It'll be a 12:30 p.m. first face-off. So we hope you'll make your plans to be across campus a week from today. That's Saturday, April 5th at 12:30 p.m. We'd like to thank you all very much for attending this evening. Please drive home safely and have a great night.